Hi there, my name is Pari and I'm part of the team that created Formlabs' new polyurethane resins, PU Rigid 650 and PU Rigid 1000. We're excited about bringing polyurethane materials to our SLA 3D printers to create our most tough, durable, and long-lasting parts yet. PU Rigid 650 creates pliable, impact-resistant parts that maintain true form long-term. PU Rigid 1000 creates stiff, sturdy, and unyielding parts ready to handle high impacts and harsh environments repeatedly. Today, I'll be walking you through how to print PU Rigid 650 on a Form 3 Plus printer. However, you can print both PU Rigid resins on a Form 3, a Form 3B, and a Form 2 printer as well. These 3D printable polyurethanes are so game-changing because they help you break free of the limitations of traditional polyurethane methods with newfound design freedom, reduced production costs, and improved workflow efficiencies. If you're already familiar with SLA 3D printing, you'll see that the workflow is very similar. However, there's a few extra steps that require additional third-party supplies, including a dry cabinet, PGDA solvent, and an ANOVA humidity chamber. When you first open up a PU Rigid resin shipment, you'll find three items inside: the resin inside a sealed aluminum bottle, an empty printing cartridge, and a quick start guide with instructions on how to print. The resin shelf life in an unopened aluminum bottle is 12 months, and about 1 month after opening the bottle. Because these resins are sensitive to moisture, we recommend placing your printer in a dry cabinet while printing with them. Once placed inside, make sure that the printer is perfectly level. Open your file in Preform and orient the part according to the software's guidelines. Print all parts on supports to make removal from the build platform easier. Then select your printer, material, layer thickness, and click Automatic Filling. Now your design is ready to send from Preform to your printer. After thoroughly shaking the PU Rigid resin in the aluminum bottle, this is where the typical workflow changes slightly. First, unscrew the vent cap on the cartridge. Then, use a funnel to pour the resin from the aluminum bottle into the cartridge. Make sure you screw the vent cap back on to prevent the resin from spilling. PU resin can live inside the print cartridge from 7 days to 4 weeks, depending on your ambient humidity and temperature. Before you start your print, make sure the build platform, resin cartridge, and resin tank are all inserted properly. Once you press print, you can leave the printer to complete the job and focus on other work. After your polyurethane print is finished, there are two simple post-processing steps that deviate from the usual workflow: rinsing your part in PGDA or propylene glycol diacetate, and post-curing in an ANOVA humidity chamber. To rinse your part, insert the build platform directly into the form wash filled with PGDA. Set the rinse timer to 2 minutes for a thorough automated wash. After the rinse is finished, you can use a compressed air gun to blow the excess solvent off the parts. Check and make sure the parts are clean. If not, rinse and repeat as needed to ensure the parts are clean from excess resin. Once your parts are clean, carefully remove them from the build platform. Optionally, you can dip the parts in N-butyl solvent for 15 seconds to speed up the evaporation of the PGDA solvent. Then, let the parts sit in ambient conditions to dry completely. This may take up to 24 hours. For most parts, we recommend taking extra care to remove the supports before post-curing. This is especially important when working with PU Rigid 650. Next, transfer the part to a humidity cure chamber to post-cure and ensure that the light inside the oven stays off during the cure process. Post-curing times may vary depending on the thickness of your part. For more information, please refer to our support articles on PU Rigid resins. Once curing is complete, you'll find your 3D printed polyurethane parts are tough, durable, and ready to be put to test. Thanks for joining me today to learn about how to print our exciting new PU Rigid resins. If you want to print your own high-quality polyurethane parts, contact us at formlabs.com/sales to get started.